And now that you know how to run a package inside of Management Studio, now let's discuss how to schedule a package inside of Management Studio also by using SQL Server Agent. To schedule a package, we'll use another service called SQL Server Agent, which is included inside of SQL Server. The screens inside of SQL Server Agent, once we select the job type of SSIS, will mimic all the screens you saw in the previous lesson, DTExec UI. We can also change the account that's used to fire off these jobs easily by creating proxies. Now that you know a little bit about this, let's show a demo on how to do this by trying to run our Lesson 18 package that we did earlier. If you don't have Lesson 18, you can also download it from the Rocks website. Let's call the job test job and schedule it to run nightly. Three, two, one. Start by opening up Management Studio and connecting to the database engine. Once you connect the database engine, drill down, you'll notice that your SQL Server Agent service may be stopped. You can start it from within Management Studio, or you can also start it from the Configuration Manager. Next, right-click on Jobs and select New Job. Type Test Job for your job name. Go to Steps, click the New Step. I'll call this Test Step. And for the type of job, select Integration Services, SQL Server Integration Services package. Next, point to your package store that you created earlier. Type your server name. Hit the ellipsis button and point to the package that you deployed in an earlier lab. In my case, I have Lesson 18 that I deployed in an earlier lab. Okay, all the other tabs here are exactly the same as what you saw earlier. I'll hit OK. But one of the things that's nice here, before I hit OK, is notice under Execution Options, you can check that you want this package to run 32-bit. You'll need to run these packages, some packages in 32-bit, including some of the packages, at least the publication, this book, some of the packages that use like the JET driver, like Access or Excel. There is no 64-bit runtime for those as the publication of this book. There may be in a future release of Excel and Access. So I'll hit OK. Next, go to Schedules and hit Next. Hit New. I'll call this Test Schedule, and I want to run this weekly. I'll just have it run every Sunday at 12 a.m. Hit OK. Next, one of the things you may notice here also under Steps is that the package is currently running under the SQL Server Agent account. You may not want that in some cases. So, by default, these accounts will run under a SQL Server Agent account, and if any packages are running with Windows Authentication and connections inside those packages may fail because the SQL Server Agent account may not have enough access to that. To get around that, we'll need to create a proxy. So let me go ahead and hit OK a few times here. And OK again. To create a proxy, you first want to create a credential. You can create credentials under Security and Credentials. You will need higher rights to do this. Sysadmin rights to do this. So I'm going to allow people to use my account. Okay. Oop, there we go. And I'll call this credential my credential. And the password for my account. And I'm all set for that piece. Now keep in mind, you probably want this credential account here to be a service account, because the password will not change on those accounts. Next, you want to create a proxy. So I'll right-click and say New Proxy. And I'll call this My Proxy. And I'll say that you can use this proxy for integration services only. And here's a credential that I want to use. My credential. Hit OK. Hit OK again. So my credential can be used by my proxy. And I want to allow these users to use it for that purpose. Hit OK again. Now, when I go back to my job, double-click on the job, go to Steps, and now I can change it to use my proxy. Hit OK again, and now you can run the job by right-clicking and selecting Start Job at Step. If any problems occur, you can right-click on that job and select View History. This will show you any kind of execution history or any kind of problems that may be occurring for that job. In this lesson, I showed you how to schedule jobs through SQL Server Agent. I also showed you how to create a proxy account. Creating a proxy account will enable you to run jobs under different accounts. To do that, I had to first create a credential, a proxy, and then point the job at that proxy. Now that you know how to run packages and schedule packages, let's now jump into some data warehousing.